Hello, in this video we're going to go over how to locate Virginia inmates and arrest information, jail records, prison records, things like that. So everything in the state of Virginia, all the possible databases, we're going to cover it. To get started, go to virginiapublicrecords.org. I will put a link in the description. You can click on that or just type it into your browser. On the front page, you will notice there's quite a few public databases available in the state of Virginia. So some of these could be useful just depending what your search is all about. But I'm going to go ahead and show you the specific pages that we have for the most sought after records. So anything from background checks to criminal records. If you hover over other records, you'll notice there's one for Inmate Search. So if you click on that, you will notice you have your state information here, and these would be prison records. And then we also covered the most populous counties. So if there's a difference between if somebody's in prison, they're probably spending more than a year or they're serving more than a year. Somebody in jail could have just gotten arrested yesterday and then they got released this morning, and then they'll just have to go see a judge, and that's the end of that. So there are two different databases, and we also do provide like the top counties if the sheriff's department does release this report, and then of course the prison records. So you have quite a few options. Another thing to consider is using court record information. So if somebody did get arrested, they would eventually have, even if they get released, even if they get a ticket, eventually somebody has to go see a judge. And as soon as you see a judge, a court document is created, and then depending on how sensitive the case is, that is public information. So you're able to pull those records and get more details. So if the sheriff's department is not releasing too much, you could also use court information to help your research if you want more details. So once again, it's one more thing. There is also a private database, and this pulls records from not just from Virginia or county level or state level. It goes outside the state, so it pulls records from multiple states, multiple databases. Why is this useful? If you are trying to find arrest information, prison information, jail information, inmate information, things like that, people are moving around all the time. So if, let's say, they have some records that are coming from, say, Georgia or maybe Texas, maybe Florida, so that's where they lived in the past. Now they're in Georgia. If you're just looking at the local county or the state information, you're obviously going to miss out on what happened in those other states. So just to make sure you got your bases covered, you can utilize this. There's also a private database feature in there, so they're not just pulling public records, they're pulling private information, also things like cell phones, previous addresses, things like that. So there's quite a few things that are very interesting that you can use with that database. So once again, it's virginiapublicrecords.org. Come on down and get started on your Virginia inmate search. Thank you.